Okay, YouTube. I wanted to talk to you guys about something, that is, it has nothing to do with race, has nothing to do about the black community, it has everything to do about just people, and, I believe that people these days, when it comes to the success that they are trying to acquire, they're looking for a handout. I'll be honest with you, let me explain. You can have the automated systems, you can have the autoresponders, and you can have the mentors, and you can have the courses that you took, and you can have the great jobs, and you can have, so many, 100,000 different ways that you can make money. But I'm going to tell you one thing. The difference between you not making the money that you see yourself making and somebody else making the money that, they see themselves making is they put in the work. You can read all the books, you can get up early, you can come back home late, you can, watch as many motivational videos as you want, you can pay for mentorships, you can get everything. But I'm going to tell you one thing. If you're not putting in work day in, day out to get yourself to where you need to be, you're not going to be successful. There are so many people that come into online marketing and they bash it. Oh, this doesn't work because of this doesn't work because of that, right? But yet, they want to blame somebody else for their problem when they're the problem. They're not putting in no work, okay? And if they are putting in work, they're doing it for the first day, okay? It doesn't matter if an opportunity came about and they were talking about, you can make $10,000 a sale or $20,000. It doesn't matter. Everybody loves to hear how much money they can make, but they don't like to hear about how much work it's going to take to actually acquire that client that is going to pay them $20,000 a month. You get what I'm saying? I don't care if the commission was as low as $1,750, which technically is not a lot of money. It's not. Okay? But, alright, let's just say that $1,750 was a lot to that person. And let's just say that someone came up with an opportunity, okay, a CEO or two partners got together and came up with a phenomenal company in a great booming industry and said that you sell this product, you market this product to the right company or to the right, target audience, you will get $1,750, right? Now, the step from actually going from nothing, $0, okay, to that $1,750 commission, right in between that big old gap there is work. You saw the opportunity, you invested into the opportunity. Now that gap from that commission, what's in between? What's in between it? Okay, you and the $1,750 work. How are you going to get there? Are you going to continue to wait until somebody tells you what you got to do, how you got to do it? You know that majority of a lot of these millionaires that you see did not have access to a majority of the technology that we have today. To me, I think it's pretty easy for online marketers, and you really think, pay attention to this, okay? Don't, I kid you not, don't misinterpret what I'm saying. It's not the easiest industry in the world, okay? But it's the most lucrative industry in the world, okay? And the way technology is these days, okay, it's not necessarily the hardest anymore to make a sale. Let's just be honest. It's not. You can't really call yourself a salesperson if you didn't work for the sale. You're smarter, okay? You're smarter in utilizing technology. This is what I'm saying. A lot of the millionaires that we know today, or that we don't know of today, that are like 80, 90 years old, Back in them times, okay, there was no computer where they can Google. There was no SEO back then where you can get your business on the first page and everybody can see that when they're looking for a specific product or service and yours pop up. There was no system to where you could just jump on in, okay, and get a retainer and people just clicking on your URL and paying you. There was no ringless voicemail. Okay, there was no SMS campaigns that you can set up. There was no social media agencies or anything like that way back then. How did they do it? This guy, not a cell phone, a landline phone. They pulled it up from, from the cord, from the thing, dialed themselves, picked it up, and they called. Tai Lopez himself, he made his first $150,000 in 9 months. All commission. By doing what? Picking up a landline phone, calling leads. He said, "I'll work for free." See, the problem is today with most people, even definitely at my age, I'll let you know that. You got people at my age that, "Oh, I'm not doing that. Oh, I'm not doing that." You got bills, and more bills coming. You got everything on your plate right now, and yet you don't want you don't want to pay to get into something, but you don't want to do any work to get paid. Okay, hold on. You don't want to pay to get involved to make more money, but you don't want to work to get paid. If 10 grand was the opportunity, and all I had to do was pick up a phone, what is holding me away from that? If $200 was a phone call away, why would I not pick up that phone? Why? Because the first call is not going to be a sale. The first call is never going to be one of those, "Oh yeah, I want to buy it right now." I've done one call closes. There's a lot of people that's done one call closes, okay? But it's not always like that, guys. My first call was not a one call close. My second call wasn't a one call close. It probably took me until my 2000th call until I got a one call close. But guess what? In between that first call to that 2000th call, okay, there was work involved. I got smarter. I started to utilize technology to broaden, okay, my reach. Yes, why not? Take advantage of the opportunities that we have today far as technology, alright? But even if you're utilizing technology today, it still takes work. You're still going to put $145 or $200, $300, $400, $500, $600, $700, however much into your marketing, okay, to get 4, 5, 6, 7 sales, okay? You're going to have to invest. You're going to have to pick up a phone. You're going to have to do some type of marketing. You're going to have to do maybe some podcasting or some videos. You're going to have to do something. You cannot continue to think that somebody is going to be giving you a handout every single time, giving you stuff for free, and it's not going to work. You can give someone a list of 10,000 businesses. That's more than enough leads that you will need possibly in what? Close to 6 months. You should be okay for that. Okay, you either got a couple of choices. You can utilize a ringless voicemail technology. You can utilize a live transfer calls or SMS campaigns if they're mobile numbers or not. You can do a lot with a list. Okay. But if you don't have any money to send out messages to those listings, then guess what? You're picking up the phone. Or if you're not doing that, you're going really traditional, okay, besides actually picking up the phone doing outbound, not inbound, outbound calls, but you're actually utilizing direct mail, creating postcards and other things of that nature to get it out there, okay? So no matter what you do, no matter if it's all on the computer or if you're actually physically doing something, okay, with paper, no matter what it is, you're going to have to put in work. Why are so many people so afraid of work? You can offer a free opportunity to make money and they still don't want to do it because it takes work. That's what I've learned a lot about people these days. I'm a people person. I gravitate, through conversations. I love to understand people's problems, their predicaments, the situations. I love to help people, whether it's properties, investments, or whether it's loan help. People need working capital, whether it's getting a mobile app created for their business, or whether you wanted me to recommend a great web design company that can help you, lead generation, no matter what niche it is, I've been in it, I've done it, and I've done the majority of it through picking up the phone, okay, and calling people, okay. I look at myself as the definition of probably the hardest worker that I know, being 26 years old. Like, well, about to be 26 years old. I'm jumping the gun here. Yeah, I'm still 25. But I mean, I look at it like, for a gentleman like me to sit here and make phone calls and send emails and create campaigns and, do these coaching sessions and tutorials and creating videos and just everything behind the scenes and stuff, late at night sometimes, 1, 2 a.m. in the morning, I'm up and I'm talking with people and helping them in any way that I can, all of the work that I've been putting in. I commend myself for all the hard work. I would rather myself, okay, put in work and then to continue to keep asking somebody else to help me out with something and they're not helping me. That's the thing, I didn't want to be that person that's always asking, always patting somebody else on the back and gravitating and reaching over to them, and they're feeding me the right information, but I'm not taking that. I'm just listening. I'm just a note taker. You know how there's a lot of new real estate agents or old real estate agents who are just, people that's been doing it for quite some time. They want to revamp their style. And you got these celebrity real estate brokers or investors that come to a city near you and then they tell you all the same stuff that they said at the last summit. And then you go back home with a book full of notes. Lost 10 or 20, whatever, $1,000. They went to the bank. They told you to go to the ATM machine and pull out your life savings and give them everything that you got, just for you to go back home and still not flip your first house within the next year. You see, the difference with that is this: they have the knowledge, but they're worried they have the knowledge, but they're interested in how much money they can squeeze. Not all of them, but there's a lot of them that does that, okay, because they understand that platform, okay. They put in some of the hard work, but they didn't tell you that they had someone that had the money to help them. They had someone to do this, that, and the third. A lot of these people had help, and it's not just with real estate, it's your family too. You got some family members that want to start a business, and you got that great uncle or, that grandfather that will give you that couple $1,000 to start your business, or that $1,000 to invest, or whatever it is. You got people like me that, unfortunately did not grow up in a family that was wealthy or, had, even $200 to give, me to invest into an opportunity. I had to come up with that $200. I had to make those phone calls to make that money. I had to find the right campaigns, and I had to find out my target market and who I'm actually speaking to. I had to put the camera in front of my face and rant on and on and on. I had to do everything that I could think of possibly to put money in my pocket. And, that grew my passion to help other people want to put money in your pocket. So I can tell as many people strategies and tactics and everything, but the thing is this: getting back to what I was talking about in the beginning, it takes a work. If you're not willing to put in any work, there is no way that I or any other entrepreneur here can help you. The Tony Robbins of the day, the Mark Cubans, the Ty Lopez, the Gary V's, all of these phenomenal people, Eric Thomas, Marie Morrissey's, all of these phenomenal individuals, they put in work. There's no way in the world that you could tell me that they did not put in work. They put in work, and everybody looks at them for what they have now and who they are now, but nobody was looking at them when they didn't have anything. Let's just say Gary Vee said, yeah, I'm going to open up my, brand new social media agency or something like that. There probably was people cracking up and saying, yeah, get out of here, or whatever. Like, there's no way in the world you're going to do that. You're not capable of doing that. Who do you think you are? All type of stuff. The most people that will criticize you is those that are closest to you the most. They'll kind of low-key feel like, they'll kind of low-key want to be happy for you, but then let's just say you actually become successful, they're going to be hating you. And I hate that, but that's just the way it is sometimes. Sometimes you have support, and then sometimes you don't. Okay, but if they just continue to sit on that idea of becoming successful. Do you think that they will be successful today? No. Everybody look at the Oprah Winfrey. Look at Oprah Winfrey. Oh, I want the money that she has. However she got it, hey, that's great. I don't know what goes on behind the scenes of what people do, but I'm using her as an example because people look at her like, oh, I wish I was her. Well, I don't ever wish that I was any other person. I just wish that I want to become a better me. That's me. People like, I remember years ago somebody asked me like, wouldn't you want to become the Rock? And I'm like, no, I don't want to be, I don't want to be the Rock. I want to be a better me. I want to see myself, working hard and acquiring that level of success that is compatible to the Rock, but I don't want to be the Rock. That's not something I can never see myself be somebody else. I want to be me. I'm not gonna put a gold picture or something like that of somebody else that I don't idolize anybody. That picture is gonna be myself. I'm gonna be the better me. The ant that has bill trouble or can't pay this or can't pay that. Years from now, he's gonna be that better version of himself, being rich and being successful and bringing as many people as he possibly can with him, helping and building up, building up that stir of reality. Like, yes, this can work because Anthony has done that. He's a young, African American male that took the internet by storm, just basically giving knowledge and support and education and doing what I feel at the time was done. There's nobody in this world that can take anything from me. Nobody can say that. Let's just say 2 years from now I become a millionaire or something like that. And I tell them, my first big break was when I made my first YouTube video, right? When I got my first sale over the phone, or whatever. I built my first partnership, or whatever. I have things that I can fall back on and I can say, wow, like I did that. I'm not one of those guys that idolize people and say I want to be this person and I don't look up to nobody. No, I've taken courses, I've seen events and stuff like that. I've been there, done that. I've done a lot because I wanted to educate myself. But nobody can say they did any work for me. Not one soul, ever. Nobody can say they did any type of work for me. Nothing. I did all of my own work. I have people contacting me wanting me to do their work, and I tell them, I'm not doing your work for you. I can help you get the work done, but I'm not going to do the work for you because this is not a handout. That's the problem these days. People are looking for that. You're not going to be successful looking for a handout. Nobody sits on their behind and get things done, okay? Only those that are rich, okay, people that are rich, they can afford to sit on their behind to do nothing because there was a point in time, not all of them, okay, but there was a point in time talking about the artists, the inventors, there's a lot of entrepreneurial type of people that was on their feet all day. They were on the computer all day. Their fingers is bleeding, typing all day. They're coming up with different ideas. They're traveling here and there. They're doing so much. They're networking. They're doing a lot of things. They did a lot of things to now sit on their behind to collect a check every day. See, the problem is that everybody just wants to collect a check sitting down, but nobody actually wants to put in the work. It doesn't matter if I'm sitting in this chair all day long. Okay, you're still putting in the work. So the thing is, are you going to put in the work to the point where you don't have to actually make any more or enough videos to the point where you don't have to pick up a phone and do all of that. You don't have to send out emails and all of that. Okay, people want to just get paid to do nothing, and I'm sorry, this is not how this works. Because if you're walking into the business, online marketing or anything, actually, when you think about it, expecting a reward for no effort, you might as well just, stare at the wall for the rest of your life. It's not going to work. It is not going to work, guys. So this video goes in deep about understanding, guys. Like, you have to understand how important it is to put in the work, guys. I have a lot more money than I did before. I can make investments of practically almost anything that I decide to want to make an investment on. But, you know, even when I could not make that investment, I sought out an opportunity for me to make money, whether I picked up the phone or sent emails. I was never that type of guy that was uh, looking for somebody to paint a perfect picture for me to see an opportunity. That's not nobody's job. You should not have to paint that specific picture for somebody to see that this is a valuable and lucrative opportunity. This is not what you're in the business for, okay? It's not what you're in the business for, okay? It's not. You guys, everybody, and that goes for serial entrepreneurs, it goes for brand new entrepreneur, people that want to become an entrepreneurial minded individual, or just someone that, you know, just in general, everybody, guys, you know what I'm talking about. You know that you don't get nothing until you put in work. That's just the way it is. Whether you put money in it or you don't, okay, you have to put in something. If you're not putting in money, you're putting in effort. You're putting in hours and hours of the day, guys, okay? Hours and hours of the day. Okay, you guys need to understand that putting in work is the key to success. I don't care what automated system somebody comes up with, some this new opportunity where they say you can join this and don't have to do this and don't have that, and don't, and you think that you're going to make money. I'm going to tell you right now, it's crap. Okay, not saying that those opportunities are crap. No, what I'm saying is that the idea that most marketers try to paint into your mindset to think that you don't have to do anything to make money is ridiculous, because I guarantee you, those people are doing a lot to make the money, okay? They may not physically be doing anything, but they are actively involved in investing their hard-earned money, okay? Don't get it twisted. Investing their hard-earned cash, okay, into ways to marketing their business to get the money back. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't just think that, oh, you know, this person, he's making all this money. Trust me, he's taking about probably 30 or 40% or 20% of however much he got from his commissions earned, and he is investing it right back into his business, okay? There's no way in the world that anybody online is going to just be making money just because, and they're not putting any money into it. Now, you do have people that have a very huge following, and they can just say one thing and everybody, but get this. How in the world did you think these YouTubers got to 6 million, 10 million, you know, even your first 100,000 or 50,000? That was work, guys. Everything takes work. Everything takes work, guys. Everything. I don't care what it is that you do. If you're expecting to jump into this niche, being an online marketer or trying to, I guess, learn how to be an entrepreneur, okay, you are going to be in for a treat. I'm going to tell you. It's a great treat, but if you're going to be in, some of you are going to be in for a rude awakening, because when you see people like me and you see other individuals, men and women and people way younger than me making their first 6 figures, or, you know, that first 21-year-old that is a CPA marketer and he made his first million a couple years back, you know, you see people like that, you think from the outside looking in that you're like, oh, well, he sits in his house all day and he makes money. No. That's not how that works. If that's what you think, then I'm sorry, this is not the industry for you. There's a lot of work that is involved in this industry, okay, where it takes 9 times out of 10 more work mentally, okay, emotionally, okay, and a lot also physically, okay. There's a lot that goes on, you know, with a lot of, you know, elite online marketers, as well as, I guess, say, intermediate, you know, online marketers, and even new beginning online marketers, okay. It takes work from the lowest to the highest, because when you get up to a certain point, let's just say your goal is to just make $10,000 a month, right? That's your goal, right? 10K every month. Now think about it. You make 10K, now you're making 10K every month. So now you have this huge following, which means more tutorials, more coaching sessions, more 3-way calls, you know, more finding what's trending, more this, more that. There's just more opportunity for you to help more people. See, when you don't have a huge following like that, you have somewhat of a limited space sometimes, okay, sometimes. Not likely, because I only have about 250 subscribers, and I still have a lot of people that I still talk to on a daily basis, okay. So I apologize if we can't pick up every phone call. That's just what it is, okay? But I've been building phenomenal relationships through the years, okay? And it has been giving me the opportunity to live the life that I want to live, and I don't have to do as much as I used to do, years and years back. But everything takes a risk. Period. There's no way in the world that you're going to jump into this industry and think that you're just going to get paid the first day, the next hour that you've made the investment. There's time involved, there's effort involved, there's things you're going to have to do, sometimes people that you're going to have to meet or speak to, but hey, look, don't idolize anybody. Don't want to be nobody else but be a better version of yourself. So I want you guys to take this video, whatever you take from this video, understand this. Don't idolize anybody. Don't want to be anybody else. You can like their swag, you can like the way they do things, you can like the way they talk, you can like the fact that they're young or maybe they're your age and they're where you want to be. Okay, you should try to get to where they want to be, but don't want to be them. Okay, so try to get the information that you can. Be as realistic as you possibly can to your approach in making investments and whatnot. And try to be the best you that you possibly can do, okay? Understand what you need and do what you have to do to put in the work to get yourself to where you need to be. Because I don't care what nobody has to say online, no matter what system there is that's going to come out later on in 2019 or probably the ending of this year. But I mean, people that are going to keep jumping on these automated this, automated that, thinking that they're going to make money, and it's going to happen. It doesn't matter if it's a $25 product or a $25,000 product, you're still gonna be broke at the end of the day because you are thinking that you can afford to be lazy and not put in the work. This is not the industry for you to be lazy. I'm sorry. This is not it. And to be frank, I don't think there's no job where you can be lazy and still be paid. At least I have ran into. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. But you have to put in the work to get things done. That's just the way it is. So thank you guys for taking the time and watching this video. Take care. As always, God bless you. Love you all. Please, if you did like this video, I apologize if it's too long. I just had to get real with y'all real quick, But please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Okay, if you don't, give it a thumbs down. It's fine. Comment below on definitely what you think. Okay, comment below. I would really love for someone to comment and engage with me, tell me what's going on, what their views are, whatnot, maybe their experiences and whatnot in online marketing as well. Please subscribe. More videos coming soon. I'm getting a little bit more busier, especially around this time of year. It's getting crazy, but I'm going to try to post as many videos as I possibly can. To keep you guys updated on what they got going on. So thank you guys. Please subscribe to my channel, like, share, comment below. Take care, and God bless.